Hi, my name is Brianna Sykes, and my final project is a strategic redesign of the Koubachi mobile application. Project overview. So I did some background on the application and collected some research. To give a little bit of background, Koubachi is a mobile application that helps users care for their house plants. So it helps provide users with information on their plants and then reminders on how to take care of them. From there, I went into research by collecting insights from users on the Apple App Store, and then I also completed a competitor review. From there, I developed a redesign plan based off of my findings. And then the last portion of the project is I'm developing a high fidelity, clickable mobile app prototype in Sketch and InVision. So for my research, I first collected user feedback. 42 reviews were on the Apple App Store with a 3.5 out of 5 star overall rating. So as you can see here, I collected a lot of the positive feedback mentioned from users. The main ones being users really like the care reminders. They like that the care reminders help them keep a consistent schedule. And then users really like the plant finder feature. So if they didn't know the name of their plant, they could go through that finder to help them figure out the type of plant they have. User feedback, so some of the negative things that we found, the app was really glitchy. 25 users reported it as crashing a lot. The second most reported negative feedback was that the library needed to be changed, so the database needed to be updated to include more plants. And then 9 users said that it was needed to track more than 9 plants on the main screen, so it's really limiting and users needed to have more than 9 plants on that first screen. And then 3 users mentioned that it was difficult to actually find plants that they were looking for in the library, so it's hard to navigate. And then some people mentioned that the calibration process wasn't intuitive and that there wasn't enough personalized options. I also then completed a competitor review to see what other applications are out in the market that are similar. I found 3, so My Garden, Gardenia, and Smart Plant. My Garden is more of a application that is connected to social. So it has social forums and simple to-do lists. Gardenia is an app that has care reminders and a personal garden, kind of similar to Koubachi. I would say Gardenia is the most similar. And then Smart Plant is a kind of more robust app. So it includes features like a care calendar, care reminders, a plant identifier, pest identifier, newsfeed. So it's a lot more of a robust tool. I put all of the features on a competitor review matrix here. So the first line is Koubachi, the app that I am redesigning, and then the other 3 here. So I can go through and see what each of these are and like how robust each of the features are. So Koubachi does not have social, a diary logging feature, a newsfeed, or smart connectivity, but it has Plant Finder and a couple other do not have Plant Finder. It has more personalization options, so it can kind of see what other apps are doing against comparatively to Koubachi. Redesign plan. So collecting the feedback that I got from the user reviews that are written on the App Store and from the competitor review, I've put together a list of things that I'm including in my redesign, so things I find most important. So number 1 is I would change the user's plant garden display. So it's currently displayed graphically on a 3x3 grid, so it only holds 9 plants on the first page. I'd redesign that so users can access all their plants on that page. Secondly, I'd update the library into categories. So right now it's just a scrolling list, or you can search or find alphabetically. I'd want to group these into categories, maybe by condition, lighting types, plant type, to help users browse categorically. I would add a schedule visual place for reminders. Currently, to find your care, you have to tap into each plant, click the care, open up this card. I'd like to see that all on one screen so users are able to access it more quickly. I'd also redo the navigation. I think that the feedback could be looped into other pages. The settings could perhaps be somewhere else. So I think just redoing this navigation to make it streamlined is part of the redesign plan as well. Next is personalization, so adding more personalization features than what is currently shown, adding condition to help with more calibrating more accurate reminders, then also the option to add a personalized plant photo. And lastly, this app really needs a aesthetic refresh. So updating the plant cards that you can see here just to give them a more fresher branded look. And then also the plant finder here. So it's really basic with just these small graphics, really make it more interactive and more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So really kind of creating a cohesive brand for this mobile app. So from here, I'm taking the design strategy that I've built and I've developed some screens in Sketch, and then I'll wire up the interactivity in Envision. And that final and Envision deliverable will be the final project that I turn in next week. Thank you.